Hello! Thanks for clicking on the video. Now is the time, viewer. Now is the time for backpack battles. If you clicked on this video, I'm sure you expected that. It probably has it in the title. Um, I just played a game, and the game trolled me. I just want to take a minute to describe this run, right? So we started a little weak, but we had the hammer, and we lost. We kept the hammer, got that banana, and now pretty poggin, because hammer's a good start. Blew up our piggy, you know, built up, right? Alright, doing pretty good. And I was building, you'll see I'm acquiring a lot of junk here because I was getting things on sale. I was getting, I was getting this and that, and I'd broken the piggy, but I hadn't sold it. Random things. And I didn't make the Shelly, and it's because I was building, right, for the unstable recombobulator, right? We lose that round, eat it all. Big eat. Big eat, let me tell you. I got a goober. On this too, I locked a goober, and it gave me the vampire goober. And I was like, oh, well, that's exactly what I was going to make. I was going to make the vampire goober anyways. I also got this, and I decided to keep it. Maybe I sell it at some point and I get another. Yeah, I do sell it. So anywho, we pick up the Nocturnal Lock Lifter, because I think I also locked a spear at this point, or bought a spear, I don't know. So my idea was to make the mana torch and the fancy fencing rapier, and put this there, and put the spear there, and put another vampire goober, right? It was going to be a whole bunch of damage. And it was kind of coming along, not great. And it never showed up is the whole point that I'm making here. I knew I was going to throw. I had the opportunity to just make the mana armor, and I think that was the play. Like, it just makes the most sense. But I got greedy, see, because I already had 2 piggy banks, and I had investment opportunity. And so I was like, well, I mean, +6 value sounds pretty nice. And I think that's where it got me, Like Icarus, I flew too close to the money sun. And the shopkeeper burned me as a result of it, because they offered me like toads and random stupid stuff, and I bought it anyways because I had so much money. But I never got the crown for the spear, which you'll see pop in here. Yeah, there we go. I finally got it on that round, and then never got the amulet, so I'm just buying random stuff, Yeah, it offered the amulet on the last round. So like right here, I spent all of my money. All of it. Rerolling, didn't get it. Died. Went next. The amulet was on the opening shop, and I was like, that's so stupid. And I just went without spending any money. Like I didn't change anything. It just crafted. And then, yeah, we won that one somehow. So that's the recap of what I feel like was potentially a really cool run. So I'm hoping if, we try again, we'll get a good run. But unfortunately, the shopkeeper trolled. Alright. Sack of surprises. We're going to do the mana torch again because it's right there, and we're going to do the gloves. I don't really need that. Is this one? Yeah. And I'm just gonna pick this up. I'm even gonna pick this up too. That's a W. That's nice. Get the piggy. I don't think I need any of this. This is kind of crazy, but I'll do it. Okay, it's a good thing we kept this. One thing that I learned on this bag that's nice is you can put 1 battery in this bag, and since they repeat, then you can put 1 resistor, and each resistor will give you 6 heat off of 1 battery. So that's not bad. That's 12% speed up across the bag. Alright, we hope. Probably should have put the green on the weapon, just in case, you know. Nah, they had spike and I basically beat myself to death. I'm lazy and I'm gonna go this. Let me turn that down just a tiny bit. There we go. Bink, bink. And then surely, there it is. One can hope. A dagger's really not the buy here. I'm gonna sell the star. Wow. You know, I'm gonna sell the stone. I'm gonna get the debuff protection. It didn't matter. Rip. This bag's pretty yikes right now. I'm not gonna lie. I could have definitely made it better. Well, I guess suppose I have low stamina usage, so there's no reason not to have it hit all the weapons, you know? That's pretty cool. Alright, we should win this one. By burst damage. If I don't get spiked to death. Okay. Oh my god, I'm gonna get spiked to death. I don't like the other bag, the one where you have to use the cogs. Not a fan of that. I mean, like, it's a cool mechanic. I don't, it's so confusing. Sometimes I feel like I just accumulate them at the bottom. I think we want this so we can make the generator. We don't need this right now. I'm gonna lock it though, and then yeah. Big burst damage. So I'm not upgrading this because it's actually more debuff cleanse than if I upgrade it. It still cleanses 1 every 2 seconds, so 2 every 2.5 is still better. I don't know what I want to do here, I'm not gonna lie. I think I buy this now, put that there. Lock that, reroll. Buy another one, sell this one. Reroll. 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 I don't want to lose my money though, is the problem. I'm just gonna lose these two. There we go. We got some high value things there. I don't think I need that unstable recombobulator now. It could still be good. For the longest time, I didn't really realize that the unstable recombobulator did passive effects. Like, I didn't realize you could just lock it and buy it as a every 4 seconds gain a random buff and cleanse a debuff. Like, that's a pretty strong effect. I like doing that. I don't really think, my cat's yelling. I don't really think that that's worth trading. It just gives me even more debuff protection. I don't really need that. I'm gonna go toss him out. Okay, okay. Sorry for that interruption. I guess we're getting the pineapple now, because it's more damage, and I'll upgrade one of these at this point. I don't think that's the play, to be honest. I'm gonna do it anyways. And then place that. It's too high value. We don't need the unstable. I don't have much I want to eat. Oh, I got vaporized. I do not have a lot of defense going on right now. I gotta figure that out. This isn't a bad one. We're gonna try this. I've never used this before. Garlics are kind of slept on. I used to really like be a hater of garlics because I was like, what is the point? Like they've nerfed them over the years, and it's like 4 seconds for 3 armor. Yeah, you got me messed up. For 3 armor every 4 seconds. But you know, one of the main values is that they do take away vampire. I don't. I guess there. Yep. What's this do? Oh, isn't that cool? Does it do the, like... I don't think I want that. We're gonna get that. What does that make? Ooh, that's kind of cool. Let's try making that. I've never... And we have this crystal thing that can shoot charges everywhere. Oh my god. This build sucks. Yo, I'm so bad at engineer. I don't know what I thought, you know, I really thought it would be more survivable. It's because of all these purple chests. It's okay. We're just gonna hope. I don't think this is. I don't know what to do. See that? Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh no. Um. drums got me going crazy. I guess we'll put that there. And put this here. And actually we're gonna craft it now. Because we can. So we don't have to waste around. And then basically and then all of the speed bags need to be on the pineapple. So like that. That wastes one. Also, I don't... Okay. I'm so confused. Okay. This thing is so whack to place. My brain does not process that as like that shape for some reason. You know, it is what it is over there. Okay, so like realistically though, I want... Oh my goodness. I don't want him all hitting this. I want him hitting the pineapple. Um, maybe just move this? Oh my god. I guess I'm just gonna go, you know? That's the thing with this game. You can over optimize and then you just get lost. Alright, well, you know, I probably shouldn't have sold that, seeing as we didn't get, you know, even one unique. But, you know, suboptimal plays out here. Down to one. What is this? Perpetua Mobile? Um, I don't think I want that. I'm thinking about it. I don't think I want that. I don't think I want this. I don't think I want that. Oh, I don't even need these. Oh my god. Alright, we just had to think for a second, you know? I still don't think this is the best use of that. Like, even this would be better. I don't know about these batteries. not sure what they're doing. Right. And now we hope that they just fall over, right? We hope in this fight that they just like trip or something. I don't know. This is cool. We'll try that. I don't really think I need this extra speed bag, but sure. Let's get a even faster pineapple. Here we go. Even faster. Oh, there we go. Oh, this gives armor? Oh, wow. Okay, that's pretty optimal. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Now, we simply hope. Oh, you know, this first run might be cooked. It might be utterly cooked. Let's just get more pineapples. I don't think this is how you play engineer. Oh my god. What is going on? Wait, no, what's the point of this anymore? Look at that. Look at that. Listen, at least we did something good, you know? We lost the race, but we had so much spike. It was beautiful. It was beautiful for we. What a silly run. What is there anybody I could beat? Oh, surely I could beat them. Accumulate my spike. Oh, let's go. What a terrible bag. I'm like gnawing them to death. This has no damage ramp. It's just faster and faster ticks of 4 and 5 damage. We never got the mana torch. That would have solved everything. Oh my god. What a silly build. If you see this out there, please have pity. Have pity. Somewhere out there though, there's a hammer build, right? There's a hammer build that fights this, and they just hit me and we both die. Alright, let's try again. That was wild. I think I'm much better at Berserker. And we already started with pineapples. This first round is a guaranteed W. I promise. Watch, watch. It's that simple. We got lucky at the end of the day, you know. Do maybe I just keep it simple and I just make the stankus, okay? We've been reaching for the mana torch over and over and it's not been rewarded well. So we keep it simple. take over the Stankus. I love the Stankus. What a cool item. I really wish they would add more items like that that are like low-level neutral items, like for early and mid-game into late-game development. Just a bunch of random items that everybody has access to as alternate weapons. But I think the issue is the item pool growing too much. Who knows? This is weird. Items heal. Huh. That's pretty cool. You know, you can't really argue with an on-sale spicy banana though. And we could money max, so I'm gonna do that. And then that'll fix our damage. We'll have to get some stamina because this thing uses a ton of stamina. Oh, I already have this. I don't really need that. I'm trying to make the Stankus, I forgot. We have 2 stones now. Pick up a third. Move that over here, and we're gonna put the gloves on it. Oh, darn. You know, I don't mind. And then put that in there. Probably should have got the regen pouch, but it's okay. You know they have biotic sodas now? That's what I'm drinking right now. You know, as a consumer, nice, that was a W. Trying them. They're like sodas that have all the pre and postbiotics that, like, you know, like yogurt and cheese and whatnot would have. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't really know what the bioavailability of it would be then. Like, it could just be a total scam when you think about it. But as advertised, it sounds pretty cool. So I'm trying them. I don't know why I bought that. We're gonna hope that at the start of the battle we gain 3 really cool random buffs. And I guess we'll put the shell in there. It's not bad. 2 spike wasn't bad. Okay, well, I'm gonna get rid of it. I hate that amulet. I don't ever use it. I'm just gonna blow this up. Maybe I'll eat this. I should probably eat the shovel, but I'm having a good time with the shovel. So I don't want to eat it. And this is on sale, so I have not made this in so long. I just saw that I could even combine these, and I recalled. I was like, oh, the gloves of power. I used to use these all the time. They're insane. Why don't I make them? Why don't I make them? They're actually insane. 10% slower for armor on hit. That's crazy. Oh, this is gonna be a pain. Don't eat that. I probably shouldn't reroll. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this. I'm feeling pretty confident. I might need to do the shovel Stankus more. That's crazy. Yeah, like the shovel usually struggles because although it does a pretty decent like 5 to 8 damage, it's not too slow. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't increase in damage, so it's really not like it doesn't really get past mid game too well, which is when you really want it because that's when it's giving you all the eco. But this kind of solves it because they take 2% more damage each hit, and so slowly together they increase the damage. That's on sale, so might as well. That's pretty cool. This is a weird song. Alright, let's restructure this. I think I want, yeah. There we go. Sure. Sure. Sell that. Holding on to all these stones for some reason. What does this make? Oh, couldn't I have made that dragon? Oh, I could have. There was a dragon egg earlier. Well, I don't really want that. And I have 2 shells now. What am I gonna do with that? Alright, reroll. Sell our piggy and get another gem box. I guess grab this. Move these. Put them on. If anything, I want to do this. Like, literally, if anything, I want that like that, and then these here, and then there. It's sad to do, but you know, these are only 10%, so it's not the end of the world, really. Oh, what am I doing? How does this fit? Well, sure. Okay, and then I'll sell this one. I kind of like having more debuff protection, though. It sucks that I have all these shells. I don't like selling shells because they're a 2 value. I sell for 1, for like the same reason I don't like selling charcoal, or like the on fire one. Alright, cool. Might as well buy this. That'll give us a lot of survivability. I now have 3 shells. I want to get this potion. I guess I'm going to sell that. And I guess I'm going to sell one of these. It is what it is. Pretty confident because we have so much survival. Okay, they took our vampire away. I don't know if even having the vampire was in the play. Of course they have 3 garlic and a boomerang. I'm not confident anymore. I think they're going to steal all our buffs, so I'm going to die. Alright. I am going to, I don't want to get this because it's another melee weapon. As you saw, we're kind of dying to spike. I'm going to pick this one up. I have a lot of crafted items and gems and whatnot, so that'll make us even more money. To buy what with? Who knows? AI music. Damn. Well, I don't know what to do now. Was this just a super troll buy? And I didn't even pick up the dagger. Was this just a super duper troll buy? It sure feels like it. Get it out of here. No. All right, we're gonna drop that, pick that up, move this over because we're just not getting enough everything done. I guess actually we'll put those there. I don't really need the benefit of that. There it is. Oh, it does not work like that. I literally just looked at it. I wish I got more bananas, you know? Yeah, I really wish I got more bananas. But, you know, this is where we're at now, so... That's not too much money, but it's some. I don't have the hammer anymore. Damn. Should be a W, yeah. With better damage ramp. I have decent healing now. Like, I'm decently defensive with this and this and that. Sure, we'll just be crafting everything now. Because it gives us flames, and we can make a turbo Shelly soon. Oh, there's our other rock. I don't really want that. I do want that. I need the flame. I'm selling that. Okay, now we're searching for the heart container. I don't know why. I guess I wanted a stun golem. Sometimes you just try to throw things together on opportunity, and then that's what leads to the game we had before. Sure. We'll collect fanny packs. No craft there. That sucks. Could make the vampire goober. I don't want the vampire goober. I do want the turbo Shelly. I could just sell this. I think I'm gonna sell that. I probably should have saved it just because it's so valuable, but it is what it is. Can't I make... could have made this. This... I don't even think it's good. I also could probably optimize for my anvil, but it's whatever. Oh, we have really good damage ramp. Look at that. Whomped him. Got through a Deerwood Guardian over there. That was good. I'm gonna sell one of these. Sell two of them. I'll keep that one. Yeah, and then I'll just be confused for a while, I think. Another speed bag, as we're accumulating those, and we're gonna put it down here. Put the Shelly on it. Right, I don't really want to continue with this and the spike whips here, so I'm gonna actually just grab the spike whip. And yeah, that's fine. Oh no. Huh. So wait, this would have to... like this. Okay, there we go. Which kind of just means, this ought to be there. Okay, cool. Wait. No. Something's wrong. I knocked the banana out? Okay, that's decent, that's decent. I guess I'll do that, yeah. I don't know if I really should, but I'm gonna do it. And then sneak these up here. Put all our purple gems around that. Ain't no way I'm picking up another. This is cool because we're going for the stun golem and we get a bunch of spike. Might as well lock that. Oh hey, can't I make the flame whip? Oh my god, I just realized. This is amazing. The flame whip is my favorite weapon in this game. What a fun weapon. Yeah, let's pick that up. I saw the on sale spike and I was like, oh that's nice, but we don't need any start of, you know, round spike. But we could. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty cool. Unfortunately, my damage ramp sucks now, as the flame whip has terrible damage ramp. But we'll figure it out. Beautiful. Flexing on him. I don't think I need this, but it'd be pretty cool. I could get... I could put both these on it. It's really expensive though. It's worth it though. Let's craft that, sell this, sell that, put that on there. Go next. Oh, and we want a tortilla. So maybe I don't... I'll hope I have the money. We'll just hope. Might have to sell some things. Look at them. They come to this place. Even though they know they are not pure. Come on. I was hoping. But unfortunately they had poison. And apparently, we're not safe from that. I'm not really sure how. I don't want that. That's too much money. This is nice. Oh, it's, yeah. Well. Try to get the tortilla now. I want the tortilla like in there. I could get rid of some of these flames. Yeah. Cool. It's probably better over here. But then that makes things difficult. Makes things really annoying. Okay, good enough. Me too. Yeah, that's better. It didn't matter. I died instantly. There it is. Oh. Well, how am I gonna craft that? Okay, there we go. We'll sell some flames. Plonk it in. Put the stones on it. Sell that. I know I could have damaged it up, but I don't really like doing that because I don't think it's usually worth the space. Which is, you know, kind of weird because these tusks are worth the space even though they only give you one because it's start of round spike, so I don't even have to wait for my pineapple to go. For the flame whip to hit, which hits sooner than the pineapple. You know? Although this might hit faster just because of the enormous amount of speed on it. I'm just gonna sell this. Okay, I guess I have a slot for now. No, oh my god. Storage? Let's go. I oversold the flame. It's fine. Put that there. That's one speedy turbo Shelly. Do a little backpack engineering. Oh, what? How is this? Like that? Okay. There we go. I don't want that. And then I don't have another crafted item to put down there. So let's get it. Come on. Yes. Flame whip builds are like a drag race in a way. Like you have to like, you're like a F1 car. You try to get going as quick as possible, which is why I like things like Turbo Shelly, because it's so long. The heat really benefits it, and then it heals so much that when you get healing amp, yeah. We're gonna get that to fix our damage ramp. Sneak it over there. Oh, that's a little annoying. I guess we're just gonna leave him back there, you know? Just doing his thing. He's got a green eye. Alright. Put that on there so we can make some heat. It's a nice late game easy buy. Get some armor. Should I not basically like is this not like a good play? Because what if I get a unique now, right? You know? I get the stone unique. Really gotta get that paradise bird. Oh wow, I'm out of stamina. Once I get going too fast. The banana can't keep up. There's the paradise bird, that's good. I'm gonna upgrade these because I have this like idea of just putting this there and taking all their buffs. I don't have good debuff protection, but if I just take all their buffs really quickly, that might help. Another thing I like about heat builds is you can run them with like a banana or anything that generates stamina, and you can actually stamina exhaust yourself. And as long as now you're like rate synced to the the rate that you generate stamina, you'll always be out of stamina. But if you have enough heat, then you can jump up, right, and then use it, and then go back out of stamina. It's pretty fun. We'll make another one. Why not? Do I have space for another one? Do I have money for another one? Probably not. Oh no. There we go. A little bit more armor, that's nice. Sell these. We want this because that'll fix our stamina generation. Want to move that. I don't really need that right now. And then sell this. Buy that, put it there. We'll just put that there. And then yeah. Realistically, I want more speed bags on that I was just gonna hope it popped up, not gonna lie. I want more speed bags on the Torquilla. It's really important when you use a Torquilla to get it off the ground as soon as possible because they stack. So you want to get as many stacks as soon as possible. Pretty cool. I don't really think I need this blueberry. I guess we'll leave it there. There we go. Put that in there. I like doing this because they're burning coals are so strong. Burning coals are so strong. And when you put them on the armor, you get 12 armor, which is mad, but you resist 7 ice, and then you put them on this, and they're 50% increased, and that's a lot of ice resist. Well, yeah, we'll leave the speed up on that. It would be really great if I could get them in there. I don't think I can. Alright. Oh, what a nail biter. What a nail biter. That was horrifying. That was the last round, I didn't even realize. Realistically, I really needed this on that. But I think it works out fine. A reason I like going the fanfare on flute builds is that if they're stamina heavy, or not flute builds, what's this called? The flame whip on flame whip, just heat builds. Fanfare with heat builds is pretty good because it's not too long of a time, and you can get it shorter with the stars pretty easily, and they can just be tucked in. And then they give you empower, which is nice, but then they also remove stamina from the opponent and mana from the opponent. So like, when you get that sped up, that's a pretty powerful effect. If they're stamina heavy, that you could just take away their stamina. Like some of my favorite heat builds have had like 2 or 3 fanfares in them, and most people that you fight, it's like you just take away all their stamina and they can't hit you anymore. Which is about as toxic as ice or anti-heal or stun, you know, just about as toxic. It's harder to do, but similarly as disengaging as this game is designed. Alright, well at least we got one good build out of it, you know? It's a pretty wacky heat build. Kind of tossed on this a little bit, could have optimized that. I'm sad this didn't fit. But it's solid because we got the Wolpertinger, and the Wolpertinger is the goat of heat builds because you'd be generating all this heat and consuming all your stamina with it, but then the Wolpertinger fixes it. Not really though. They should make gloves of power, not slow down the weapons, but just make them use more stamina. And then make it give you even more armor. Make it do like % more stamina. And then the stamina consumed is what gives armor. It'd be cool. I can't believe they give 20% damage. I did not realize that. That's such a strong effect. Doesn't really matter on these because they don't have too much. Unless it's like, I think it start around, yeah. Doesn't really matter too much. But it could. Like a breaker blade or something. I'm just trying to see if any of them read it, you know. I swear the replay viewer is just so much more friendly than the actual game. Like you queue live and it's actually more difficult than every single time I go to the replay viewer. This is pretty cool. I haven't done a Gloves of Power run in so long. Alright, well it's about an hour. Thanks for watching. Yep, this is my video today. And if you watched, I hope you enjoy. Hope you take care of yourself and maybe leave a comment. Bye.